So good call, Jacob. Thank you. And I'm sorry I can't do video. My internet sucks. I'm in the Dominican Republic. But we do have an agenda. I posted it in all the chats, and I'll post it here again for the people who just joined. The first item on the agenda, it's almost the same agenda as last week, just because, just in case. But there's some Telegram groups that you can join. And there's the Oh My God sale is happening in about a month. I almost freaked out. I thought it was today. I was like, oh no. But the big news is that we are ready to accept applicants. I actually think, and I was thinking about it earlier, Jacob, that maybe we just have people sort out the discount by talking with me, and I'll hand out the codes for the people who get free dues. And that way it just is not a blocker.
Yeah, so what would I think probably be good is if we can figure out if there's like maybe 5 or 6 or even 10 different kinds of discounts that you would be giving out, just so I can have those ready for you to give out to people.
Yeah, I think it's just $500 off. So like either $1,500 dues, $1,000 dues, $500 dues, or 25% off, basically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so 25%, 50%, 75%, or free dues.
Easy peasy. I'll get it done.
Nice. So then, so yeah, that's the big one, is getting out these applicants and finding people, telling people that they're accepted. But this means that we need to accept people and vote on people. Jacob, would you? I think almost a lot of people in this call, most can actually vote. Can you show us how to vote for applicants?
Yeah, I definitely can. Let me pull it up real quick. Give me just a second.
I always have trouble actually finding the link to start voting.
Yeah. So hang on just 1 second. Let me make sure it pulls up.
Because I think the plan is just to accept the top 50 scored applicants.
Correct. All right, cool. So let me.
And we have somewhere around 70 so far.
I think we have 79. I think we had 1 or 2 additional ones come in today.
Nice.
Yeah, and I keep talking about it to people as well too. Okay. All right. We see my screen, everybody?
Yeah.
Cool. So I will share the link real quick. It's v2.campdecentral. Log in with your crypto wallet. You can either use MetaMask or Wallet Connect. Super easy to log in. Then I don't have any pending applications right now, but if you have pending applicants, they'll show up right here. You just click on them, and then you'll be able to vote.
And if we want to go back and vote on any of the older applicants, like, is that possible?
Revote? Yeah, so you're saying if new people come into the system, are they able to vote on older applicants?
No, like even old people, like Kirka hasn't had a chance to vote, for instance. But there's some art car people who are there that he missed. Like, can he go back and vote on?
So I had it initially set to like I think a 2-week deadline before it like evaporated. I can go back in and I can resend all the people in. So if we missed a vote, that we can still vote on them.
Yeah, I mean, that would be so cool if we could just resend everyone really quick so everyone has a chance to vote one more time.
Okay, so yeah, give me 15 minutes after this call and I'll refresh it and I will ping all the groups that it's okay to go in and vote, or I'll ping the right groups.
That would be awesome, because I think there's like...
Or maybe I'll ping you, Griff, and you can ping the right groups.
I can ping everyone. Absolutely. Because I think that there's a lot of people that it was like kind of a weird trickle of voting.
There was.
Yeah, I think we could have a better result to make sure the right people get accepted with one more day of voting.
Totally. Okay, cool. So how about this? Why don't we why don't I commit to having the voting up by 3:33 my time, and then we can do 24 hours, like a final push to vote on all the applicants that we have. And then after that 24 hours, tomorrow at 3:33 Denver time, we will send out our approvals. Does that sound like a good plan to everybody?
That sounds great to me. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that worked fine for me.
Same here. I want to vote on some other people.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to.
All right, so keep your eyes peeled for the next hour or so and expect it in there very soon.
Sweet. Okay, then so speaker series. Oh yeah, and there's the application email. So if you guys have anything that if you care about the acceptance email, we're drafting it right here in the agenda. So yeah, check that out and feel free to make any edits if you want. Also, so speaker series update. Praise Mitch, Kirch, Danny, and Zepti. We got all of our talks in the what, where, when. You can click this link. Yeah, so and that means your talk, if you applied for a talk, it's actually on the Burning Man website right now. So that's super cool and very exciting. So definitely consider like checking it out and finding your talk. I put this link that kind of links to all the Burning Man talks. And oh, I see Ashley just joined. Hey, Ashley, here's the agenda if you don't have it. Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey. So yeah. And maybe I can. My internet just sucks, but I'll try to share screen and hopefully it doesn't die. Yeah, and so the big thing to note here in the speaker series, and this is especially important for Matt, but if anyone makes any updates, oh, and Alex too, if anyone makes any updates, we need to update it in both the website. Like if someone drops out and they can't go to their talk, or someone needs to move it by times or something like that. Or they want to add more keywords or something to their online talk. We need to update it in two places for the next probably about month, we'll say. The online on Burning Man, but also we have this spreadsheet here where we're making a book for our camp. And so we want to make sure that that's as up to date as possible as well.
What if we did this? What if we had somebody take ownership of it, and as we update or change talks, maybe once a week or once every other week, that person updates the Burning Man site?
Yeah, the funny thing is that, I'm not sure if I can try it right now to just confirm this, but it might be that the person who submits it has to edit the talks. Let's see. Maybe it's possible for anyone. Let's see. How about secret value for Web3 sustainability? Yeah, I can't edit. So the person who submitted the talk has to be the one to edit it. So that means that Kirch, Danny, Mitch, Zepti, and I are the ones who have to edit any submissions. I don't imagine too many will need editing. I think it's going to be more about adding. We definitely have some more slots. I think we have 60 slots total, and 31 people applied for positions. So if you know anyone who should give an intro to blockchain in general talk, an intro to NFTs especially talk, or you think they should run a fishbowl panel or give a talk, we got this form sitting right here for them. Ideally, they know they're going to Burning Man, and that way we don't have to.
For example, I ended up not.
Drop out. But yeah, Matt. What was that?
Hi, I'm sorry, I'm driving. I was saying, for example, I ended up not filling out the form, even though we sent it. So but I will hopefully give a talk. So I'm sure there are people who are like moi, have not gotten their ish together, but shall. I'm into Panga. Did you catch any of that?
Absolutely.
Loud and clear. If you're talking right now, Santa, we're struggling to hear you.
Going around, and I need to get. Sorry, guys. I don't think I should share screen. Sorry about the horrible internet. Dominican Republic, it's just not known for its Wi-Fi. But yeah, so the other big thing, and I see Josh is on the call. Very excited to get Jess working on the flyer for all the talks. The goal is to put this in 2 places: in the book that we hand out to people, and in the porta potties around the neighborhoods. So yeah, well, that's the best advertising out there. And yeah, I don't know when Jess wants to get started on that, but I think we could get started pretty soon.
Cool. Yeah, as long as we can get all of the information in a singular place so that she can just blast through it and see exactly what all needs to go into the design. And then as well as suggested dimensions, like if we want these to be 5x7, 7x9, etc., so she can design according to the size that they'll be appearing. She can't be on the call today because she's actually helping our regional Burning Man camp today, but yeah, I can relay any of this information to her about it. So as long as we can get that info to her, she can get working on that.
Nice. Yeah, I think it might be great if her, Matt, and I don't know, Alex, if you're still down, El Penguino, if you're still down to jump in on helping the speaker series.
Absolutely, but I'm still struggle to understand with whom do I report it, because you give me so much autonomy that I don't know what to do next.
Of course. No, I think there was like an emergency. I had to get these talks in, but now I think we can talk through the plan. I would love to set up a call this week, maybe even tomorrow. Well, I think time zones are the issue.
I'm in New York. I mean, if you're in Dominican Republic, just shoot me anytime you want. I'll be there.
We're all in North America, and we could probably have a call tomorrow night, is my guess. Okay, so let's...
You're cutting out again.
Come on, Griff.
Do you have any updates on the art car? Do you still need a Class A driver? Class A. Oh shit!
All right, I think you're back.
I basically just want to pass it to Kirka to talk about the art car, and if he still needs Class A driver or truck. Yeah, any volunteers? What say you, Kirka? Okay, maybe we'll come back to Kirka, but yeah, hopefully he'll come back. And yeah,
Looks like we have him.
Sorry, it's just super loud out here because people are working. Sorry, Griff, what was the question?
Basically, what do you need for the art car? Do you still need a driver's license person? Do you still need a travel trailer? Volunteers? Any other art car updates?
I think you had a pretty good summary. We still need a trailer we can use to get licensed for non-commercial Class A. And we still need somebody to go with us. I'm not super anxious about it that we can pull it together. It's just not something I'm thinking about right now because I'm just trying to get us to like all the P0s gone so this thing can actually start to move. I don't know if it comes across over video what the sheer like scale of this is, but there's one person in the picture just to give you an idea of how tall this is.
It's incredible.
Wow.
Right. It's a pretty tall thing.
Are you going to have to like path a specific route to Playa that doesn't go under any overpasses to?
Oh, it falls back down to 14 feet. That's why it's so hard to
Oh.
build, right? Because let me show you. So this upper piece right here, all of that is removable because that there is 22 feet. So it all these panels fold back down. So it like that line. That's the 14 feet line.
Wow.
Which
Crazy.
line? Is it like the top cleat thing? The top.
Yeah, the top plate is at 13 feet and like 10 inches or something like that, and 14 feet is the thing where you would trip a laser at a way station to like pull you over. It's heavy. Like we've done the math yesterday. It's probably going to weigh between like 25,000, 30,000 pounds on the road. It's a beast.
Wow.
Shit.
And you can see like the top piles there. That's where the shade structure attaches and goes to there. And those are roughly 27 feet. Then that gives you an idea of the scale.
Wow.
I don't want to hold up an entire meeting, but people are interested. I can do a quick walkthrough for the people that haven't seen it yet.
I think it's worth it.
Wait, let me just see. It might get really loud because people are working. So that's going to be the entryway. There's a sliding door that gets framed in here. So you come in here. Then this is going to be a glass door. It's just not in yet. This is the shower pan. You can see plumbing is already up there. And then this is the staircase that leads into the steam room. That piece is just there for security right now, so you can't fall through. But you can see that door just got set today.
Nice.
Behind all of this is where all the mechanical sits, like generator, the panels, water tanks. So it's tougher to get to. There's a pump and sink that works. Behind this is where all the gas tank sits. This is our front electrical room where like gas shutoffs, security horns, the 12-volt system, the lighting power sits. We have 2 of those panels, and we produce roughly 1,000 amps for all the LEDs on board.
Holy
shit.
shit.
Up here. So this is the steam room with a white window to the top, so you can see through there. Let me climb in there. The first layer of waterproofing is down, so that is now a layer of epoxy on top of everything. And then where I'm standing right now is just a giant bed, like this frame, for people to lay on. This is where the DJ table will reach out. And you can see there's another story. That roof, that temporary roof that you're seeing right now, that's only on there because bad weather right now. So we need some protection for the car, but yeah. Main gas set off, driver controls.
Wow, very impressive. This is approximately 3 times the size I was expecting.
It's a full-on house, right? That's coming to Playa.
Yeah.
In the words of Owen Wilson, wow.
1,000 watts for LEDs. That's like a bajillion LEDs. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lot of LEDs. Each one of these panels consumes 72 watts. There's 150 of them on there. So yeah, just to put it into scale, let me show a couple more things off. So that back there, that attachment, that's where the generator sits on Playa. And then here, that's the generator for the thing.
Yep.
You can get an idea. Like these panels are cut now, and they're gonna get diffusers on and the LED backlit with diffusers on, so they all light up completely.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, so to summarize, Griff, we still need a good amount of hands to making it all happen. It's starting to get a little bit better with volunteers because all of my friends have dragged every single person I know into this at this point. And starting to get a little better.
As far as volunteer goes, is this like a 7-day-a-week thing that's going on right now?
So right now it's 7 days a week just because we have to be sure that we can actually make it this year. And then hopefully this transitions more to evenings and weekends soonish. Like once we know we're done with all the critical stuff, there's a few critical things where we accidentally cut the brake wires, so we have to fix that, get it off the stands. Like the really heavy stuff where we're just like working on it all day. But then there's a lot more like smaller things like sound system or some of the flamethrowers where there's a lot of volunteer help that we can use. Even just gluing in LEDs would be super helpful.
Okay, so if I could show up for like 3 or 4 days in between shows, you can put me to work, right?
Sorry, there's just so many saws going off and I don't want to stop people right now.
If I can show up for 3 or 4 days in the next month, you can put me to work like 24 hours a day for those 3-4 days, right?
All right, yeah, I would appreciate that. Let's coordinate.
Well, I'll check in with you, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest to make it out there this month.
All right.
There's always something to do. Oh no, I lost internet again, huh?
I can hear you now.
We can hear you.
Oh really? I was just saying that I went in there and cleaned up some feces that a homeless guy put up, and I was only there for 2 days, and I feel like that contribution was enough to be productive. I think even if you can only be there for 2 days, it seems like there's enough work for people to do.
Cool.
Okay, so maybe let's let's transition really quick to definitely anyone who who's going to San Francisco and wants to be part of helping in our car, let's do it. I want to jump into the actual NFT sale a little bit. I'm speaking with one person. Can you guys hear me still?
Yep.
Oh man, amazing. I was speaking with one person who potentially could be our comms lead for doing the NFT sale. The kind of the plan I think currently is to make people who buy the NFTs members of Blockhouse, the camp, and these are like camp dues. If they pay that much, then they're a full dues paying member, and that's what gets them these privileges in our camp. And I think that framing will help us with the rules, help us avoid the decommodification issues. That being said, I wanted to run by you guys. One of the NFT backgrounds has Burning Man actually in the background, like a statue of the man. And what do you guys think? Do you think that should be avoided? Check the agenda, Doc. I added some pictures of the NFTs.
Yeah, my initial thought is remove anything that's distinctly the burn, like the man, just to, I don't know. It just seems like we're already in such a touchy area with this. If we can eliminate little things like that people can nitpick, it's going to ultimately help us put out some fires before they start. That's just my personal thoughts on it.
I agree with that.
Cool. Anyone oppose removing the man?
Yeah, I trust you guys on this. It's my first burn, but given that focus on decommodification, better to play it safe.
Is the resistance that like we'd be using the Burning Man symbol to try to generate demand, and so we shouldn't use any symbols of that to generate demand?
Yeah, pretty much. It's this decommodification. Like, they are pretty like staunch against their brand being used to sell things, and so the statue of a man, even though it's not like it's a independent artist rendition, but it's still like it might be just we're already in the gray, so maybe going deeper in the gray is not like something that would help. But I'd be open for other things that maybe we would want to put in there that, still make it like Burning Man. Like, for instance, the ground is very playa-like, and if anyone has any ideas on what we could replace that with. It could just be nothing, I guess, but yeah. Well, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm not as worried about like the ground looking like a desert than like specific items. Like if it had like the mountain range that we all see, at sunset, that'd be clearly like we're trying to showcase BlackRock. If it has the man or a temple, like those are the sort of things that I think are like the super obvious ones to avoid. But something as plain as like, oh, the ground looks kind of desert-like, as long as there's a variation of grounds that, like something like that, I think is a little safer. If we want to completely avoid anything related to BlackRock Desert, that's, I guess not a bad idea, but we got to pick our battles.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking, do we know any art cars that we could also feature in it? Or do we know any other, people that we could get permission from to make it like, oh yeah, there's that thing at Burning Man? Because I think we do, it's a tough situation because we want it to be like Burning Man, so yeah, our art car is definitely in it. Like the backgrounds are basically, one is inside of a sauna, and then one is kind of nighttime with like a LED like on top of the art car. The other one has the art car in the background but also has the man in the background. So we'll remove that. And then there's another one that's like the special NFT that's like the driver that you can. We have two special NFTs that one will allow people to drive the art car, and the other one, there'll be 5 sets of the other one that allow people to pick the DJ. So that'll be cool. Yeah, anyway, if anyone's interested in following what's going on with the NFT sale more, or if you know anyone who can help us, especially from the fundraising side on GoFundMe or on the NFT fundraising side, we need comms people. We need soft skills to help us gather support for this fundraise. You saw how big that fucking art car is. It's a miracle that we're building it for as cheap as we are, but it's still likely to cost about $300,000. So we're gonna need to sell some NFTs and get some money from outside sources. Camp dues is not gonna cover it. Yeah, so I'll call there if anyone has anyone. We're definitely willing to pay for comm support and marketing on this push. So we're very open for support there. And yeah, speaking of other needs, or does anyone have any other thoughts on the art car or NFT sale?
I have a thought, and I was working on the minting DApp a bit today. Are we doing a whitelist, or are we just putting it live?
That's an interesting thought. I don't. I'd have to check in with Santi if we already decided something on that.
Cool. I can check in with him today too.
And if anyone's really familiar with NFTs, we're very open to insight here. Jacob is our NFT expert, so. Woo! Woo! Okay, cool. Then it's worth mentioning that there is a vote in Telegram about whether or not we record talks this year. Right now, only 13 people voted, but the results are about almost 50% said, I think 6 out of 13 people said no to recording talks. So yeah, so that's the current consensus, is that we will not record talks. However, it's only 13 people. I feel like we should accept people and just see what more people think about whether or not we should record the talks. But yeah, if you haven't voted yet, definitely consider voting. Two roles that we really need right now. So one of them is bikes. If you want bikes, you can reserve a bike from our rental agency on Playa. They're definitely kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but honestly, it's hard to get a bike on Playa, and it comes with all the fixins. So it might be worth it to many people, especially if you're flying. The bikes are around $300, so it's pretty expensive. It's much cheaper to buy a bike, but we cannot transport bikes for people. It's pretty hard. We'll transport bikes for people who are driving with us, of course, from Seattle, but transporting bikes, like having a bike mailed to us or something, not going to fly. So for a lot of people, it's probably the best way, because it's really not the bike. It's like, oh, I could buy a bike for $150, but getting it to Burning Man is the hardest part. So yeah, that's out there, but we need someone to manage the interface with Matt and the bikes. So if anyone wants to volunteer for that, that's cool. No need to right now. I think what's going to happen is that we're going to accept a bunch of people, and they're going to see that dues are $2,000, and hopefully someone will be like, I want something to do, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, you can save $500 if you just talk to Matt and stay in the know about what's going on with bikes. Yeah, but this form will go out with the acceptance letter. And the other big thing that we really need a lead for is the chill dome. I'm going to ask Kirch, but basically we have this dome that didn't work last year, and there were many reasons. The person leading it didn't do a great job, honestly, of making sure it got finished. And then the other thing was that it's really hot in there, and we probably, to be efficient with our swamp cooler, we probably want to create like a sub roof within the dome. And so we need someone who's excited about basically designing and making sure we have the materials for creating a room inside the dome that can basically hold cold air. And it doesn't have to be perfect or anything. It just needs to be better than it's cool because the dome has a dark cover that makes it nice and dark in there. So, and then we just throw down a bunch of mattresses and have basically this big AC dome. But we have to get a subroof to keep it cool enough that it's enjoyable to stay there and take a nap during the day. So yeah, if anyone knows anyone who's in camp that wants to take that as a lead, it's getting dire because we need to buy. If they have dreams of getting something special for it, we need lead time to buy the materials. But it's also not the end of the world if we just don't bring the chill dome and we don't set it up.
I have a friend that is like still in the application phase to join the camp. That is like, I don't know, he's just very excited about doing things. So maybe if we get more people that are also like all the new people that are trying to come in, I'm sure would like volunteer to take things on. So maybe we should be focusing on like picking those people and making sure that we tell them what's necessary instead of just relying on everybody that's already part of camp.
Totally. Absolutely. And hopefully we'll get the application out in about 24 hours and accept the top 50 people who have scores. That's the goal. Yep. Yeah, and these other leads, again, these are all very easy leads. Other things that really don't have so much time dependency either. And if anyone's interested in the roles and you know them, like feel free to share this Burning Man 2022 roles spreadsheet that's in the agenda, and they can look around and see what roles they're interested in. So yeah, those are my updates for the week. Does anyone else have anything that they want to add or any questions or things they want to talk about? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I have like a question. I remember the previous years we bring like food collectively. Is it like still the case for this year, or will any updates or changes on the plan?
Can you say that again? It broke up for me.
Sorry, like previous years we have a collective food. Basically, we have some duties to cook the dinner and stuff like that. Is it still the case for this year? Are we good set up? Everything works, or are there any changes or any volunteers are needed?
Wow, I'm so sorry, El Pinguino. I still don't understand the question.
Are we going to have a shared kitchen this year?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We'll have a big kitchen. Mitch is leading the kitchen again this year. It'll be awesome. Yeah, we'll have lots of free food that you can snack. I believe the plan is to have just the big shared meal be the dinner, and then it's kind of fend for yourself on breakfast and lunch. Matt, I saw you unmute. Did you have something to add too?
No. I mean, I have some things after the call. I need to get on the Telegram group, the broader one, because I'm not seeing some of these messages. But...
Okay, cool.
Speaking of the kitchen, this is maybe a little preemptive, but whenever we're doing like layout or design, or whoever's in charge of sort of setting up our general camp layout with the kitchen specifically, one thing that just stands out in my mind so distinctly is making sure that we have a way to clearly delineate what is Chef Mitch's area and what is open game. We had a lot of problems the last, I guess, both years of people digging into Chef Mitch's equipment and or supplies for the big meals that he makes, and causing some problems with what he was able to prepare due to people using his stuff. And so I think a physical barrier or separation, if possible, when you're designing the layout for that. It's a tiny niche thing to worry about, but I think it'll make the world of difference if we can make that super clear to all the campers to only interact with their food stuff and leave Mitch's stuff alone.
That's a great idea. We can I bet we could create a sub wall with the what do you call it?
The carports.
Yeah, with the carports, and just be like, oh yeah, hey, that wall's down. Hey, you don't go there. Oh, dinner time's here. We open that wall. Oh, look, Mitch has his food.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Maybe just the sign is good enough. You don't need to maybe need a wall. Maybe just clearly label it.
It did not work before. Signs didn't.
No,
signs didn't do anything. Nope.
maybe more aggressive sign then.
Yeah, we can. We'll definitely let. I don't know. I forget who's assigned to kitchen constructor. It might be Kirch and Mitch, and they'll probably innovate on something there.
Perfect.
My mind just goes to booby traps, but that's just me.
Yeah. We can buy some rat traps. Yeah, that's not a bad move, Val. Cool. Anything else? You look like you have something, Kirka.
Oh no, I was gonna say that you do it the same way I do it on the art car with critical stuff. If you cut this critical beam, I'll cut you. So that's
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Cool. Then let's see. I don't think that there's anything else. Some people are having trouble finding the vote. It's in the Decentral 2022 chat. Here's the link to that chat. And I think even to the vote. And yeah, if that's it, then I can let everyone go, and maybe just Josh and Matt, you and El Penguino, you can stay and we can schedule some time for tomorrow to like have a deep dive into the series.
I have a question quick before we go.
Yeah.
So for beautification stuff, there's some stuff that I want to order. What's the process for doing that? Is there like, should I just like send someone links, or who's managing the camp's money, or like, how does that work?
I manage the money and I work with Aljean. She has control of, I don't know if you've heard of purse.io, but purse.io is really nice because we can use Bitcoin to buy stuff at a discount on Amazon. And so we try to buy everything for the camp through that. And that way we don't have to convert into fiat, and we're just accepting crypto anyway directly. And that saves us a lot of stress with like bank accounts and stuff. So if you have Amazon links, it's really easy and I'll buy it. And if not, then either we have two ways. Either I can buy stuff for you, and that way you don't have to worry about the accounting, or you can buy stuff and have it shipped to my dad's spot in Washington State, and then it'll just be there and we can bring it down to Playa for you, and then we pay you back with crypto.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. I'll send you some links.
Okay, great. Man, thank you so much, Ashley. I'm so excited for that. Just since we have a few minutes, I think you were talking about updating the showers, right? Did you have a plan for that still?
Yeah. Yes, I was talking to, who is it that's doing the detergent showers again? I already talked to them. Right, yes. I already talked to Rai and told him like what I want to do, and we discussed it. I should follow up to make sure that everything is gonna kind of go to plan there, but we have a design in mind, and our plan is to do like one closed shower and one open shower this year, because I think last year we had like only open, and yeah, I don't know, we have some, I just think it's nice to have the optionality there.
The open one's my shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah.
One request with those, I don't want to interrupt any design plans you have or backseat drive them. If there's a way to get a better mechanism for actually pumping the water, like a foot pump instead of a hand pump or something.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I don't know what you're planning, but yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that also. So I'm not sure. Raya said he was gonna like look into it and see what the kind of easiest options are. I mean, part of the thing is that we don't want to make showering like extremely easy, because it saves us a lot of water. Like it's kind of good that it's sort of difficult, because then people, hurry up and don't take longer showers than are absolutely necessary. But yeah, if there's some easy thing we can do to make it a little bit more convenient. I mean, last year I think you basically needed to have like a buddy to take a shower. So I think we're going to try to do something there, but still, it's not meant to be like a luxury spa shower experience necessarily. Trying to get people in and out. It's just for cleaning your body, but we could do it in a way that you can at least do it yourself if no one's around to pump water for you.
Yeah, we got Blockhouse for the spa experience.
Yeah, and actually that's the other cool thing is that hopefully Blockhouse will be placed near us, and then we will be able to just, if we really want even a nicer shower, we can go to Blockhouse. and it'll be like 2 blocks away. Hopefully, if things work out. And then the idea is that, you know, NFT token holders, which everyone in the camp will get free NFTs with their dues. They will end up being able to shower with the with the art car anytime. Because the plan is the art car will just be sitting there during the day, and it'll be more of a nighttime art car. So, yeah.
Regarding the
On
you
the
mentioned
level of money, Griff, we should do a push for donations regarding money for the camp. Just, I know you guys want to do this NFT thing, but if you guys would even just open up like a donations with crypto thing, I think that would be good instead of with fiat. Like, have send some money to it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely looking at a GoFundMe, and that's a good idea. We could easily put up a Giveth, you know, a Giveth project, and then people could send money there as well.
Yeah.
piggybacking on what Ash was just talking about, do we have plans of rewards other than just the NFT? Like for example, Jess loves designing physical swag and stuff, and she has systems set up that allow her to have things just auto shipped without us having to manage any inventory or any product. She can just put up designs, people can buy them, the thing goes out automatically, and so people could have their own Blockhouse swag that could go toward, you know, obviously there'd be inflated prices to help, you know, add to the donation pool, but ways that people that might not be able to throw down mad bones on an NFT, they could still contribute and have, you know, something to show for it, even if it doesn't give them the special access.
We could look into that. I mean, I think we have to get something up. I've already scope creep a little bit on adding a swag shop to the mix.
Okay.
But if it's you know, if it's easy and it flows with GoFundMe or Giveth or something in a way that is low overhead, I don't see why not.
Cool. Yeah, scope creep is a very good word, though. I'm one to call that out, and I'm glad you're calling it out here.
Yeah.
Another question, if no one else has any, regarding you were mentioning with being able to just buy an NFT or basically buying access to being a Blockhouse camp member by having the NFT being the dues payment. I do like how that skirts some of the weird issues we're dealing with, but how does that work with camper spaces? So for example, if there's a bunch of people that just decide, oh, I don't have a camp, I've got money, I'll throw it down here, and then I just do they get to camp now with Blockhouse or Decentral? Okay.
No, they get to, they're paying camp dues, but they don't get to sleep in our area, and they also don't get food or water or really anything. They just get to shower in the art car, and they get to ride in the art car, and it's really like they're you know, a special kind of camper that just gets art car privileges.
Okay. Like a founding member or a contributor or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and there'll be 2 levels of that as well, because there'll be a cheap NFT, like a $500-ish NFT and a $1,500-ish NFT.
Cool.
All right, guys. Good catch up.
Yeah.
Talk to you next week.
Yep.
It's happening.
It's happening. I think it's only like 8 or 9 more weeks before the man burns.
Holy shit.
Terrifying.
Wow.
No pressure.
Nope.
Get to work on my outfit.
Yeah. Cool.
The most important part. Bye, guys.